Hi, today I will continue my series about how to program the WIZnet W7500 microcontroller. And last time we were successfully able to debug our small Hello World program on the W7500, but as a base for our project we were using this repository here. And as you can see here right at this top heading, this repository is no longer supported and we should use the source files from this repository here. So in today's video I will update my current sources to this new repository because you can actually see there is still some work here done on this, and there are also other reasons why it makes sense to update the repository. So one reason is because this is the latest repository supported by the vendor, and in case you have a problem with the sources and you have a question to the vendor and you're telling you're using the older repository, most of the time it will just hear, okay, please first update to the newer one and then we can help you here. So this makes sense from this point of view, and otherwise this repository also comes with some improved functionality. For example, the GPIO support is much better, and they have also moved some or created some new things. For example, for the clock and reset generator IP, they have bundled this in separate source files, which is maybe also not too bad. Okay, so the first thing I will do, let me copy this link and let's clone this repository. So here we go. But first I will navigate into my current project folder and I will call make clean here. And then I will display the content of this structure here with tree, so we can see everything which is in here. So the CMSIS files I won't update today, but mostly I will update these files here which directly come from WIZnet. Okay, so first let's delete all WIZnet files. Okay, now all files are gone. The bad thing is I've also deleted the linker script here, but we will take care of this just in a minute. Okay, so let me navigate into the new repository, and maybe I will do this in a separate tab here. Here we go. So the structure here is also quite similar. In libraries, so we have some example projects, we have some sources, and we have the code for some libraries. Okay, I think this is a little bit too much here. But yes, here you can see the complete setup of this repository. And now let's copy all the files over we need for building our minimal Hello World application. Okay, here we go. So first we need this system include file, so let's search for it with find in the current repository. And the name of this will now be W7500.h, I think, and here it is. So let's grab this and copy it into WIZnet examples, WIZnet include. Okay, then we need this file here again, so let's search for it and how it's named in the new repository. Here it is, so let's copy it also here. And the interrupts, for the interrupts you will find many different files. I think I will use this from the simple LED toggle example here. And we will copy it right here again. Okay. Yep. Okay, and now we need to find some more C files. So first we need to find the startup script here and how it's called in the new repository. I think this is, yep, no. Okay, here it is. So let's copy this file into WIZnet examples, WIZnet source. Then I need also the system.c file. Which is here. And we need this, or we need one of these interrupt files, or where the interrupts are declared. I think I can also take it from here. So let's copy this file into this folder here. Okay. And one thing we also want to include is we want to include the new, or I forgot to find the linker script, so maybe let's do this first. I think it's called that way. Yes, it is. So I've already looked a little bit into the repository to find how these files are called before. So I made this video is a little bit more smoother. So just you don't have to wonder why I know this stuff because I've looked it up. Okay, and now I want to find one more thing. So W7500WXXCRG.H and C, because these are the source files for this clock and reset generator, and I will copy them into WIZnet source, and I will copy the .h file into WIZnet examples, WIZnet include. Okay, good. Now if we go back to our WIZnet examples and run tree again, we have all the various functions back in here. And now let's navigate into our hello folder and adapt the makefile a little bit. So this is a lowercase w now. We also want to compile our clock reset generator to it. This is a small wx and this is an s here. And also the name of the linker file changed a little bit. Okay, so that should be it. I will try to compile it, but don't be shocked, there will be a lot of errors now. Okay, the first error we find is this file here is missing. So this is a new file we seem to also have to include here. So let's search for this file. And we can see this file is different in the various examples. So I will use the one from the IO toggle again, and I will include it in my projects folder. Okay. Now I will try to run make again, and it's telling us that a lot of files are missing here, or a lot of include files are missing in this header file here. So let's take a look at this header file, and here we can see basically all the peripheral header files are included here, and this is something I don't want to do here. So I want to include them, only the ones I'm using within the main.c file. So let's uncomment all these here, and then I will give it a second try to compile it. And now it's looking good. We were successfully able to compile the program. So maybe next thing we can do is we can try to run this on our debugger and see if it's still working. So let me, okay, I don't have a camera set up today, but you have to believe me, I'm actually flashing it to my board. So the first thing I have to do is I have to source pyocd. Then activate. Yep. And I want to load hello.elf. Okay, so now this is loaded on my controller. Let's start a GDB server, and in a second window we can then try to debug the program. GDB hello.elf target remote. And you can see my program is currently here. The I variable is set to this big value here, and if I step it, you can see the I variable was increased. So the program is still working. Cool. So now we have updated our project here to the latest sources of WIZnet's SDK, and in the next video we will finally start using the SDK to do something a little bit more useful. We will write our first blinking LED program. So I think that's it for today. I hope you've enjoyed the video and learned something. In case you want to support my work, you can buy me a coffee on buymeacoffee.com/JonasForLinux. So thanks for watching and goodbye.